What is up, guys, and welcome back to Bro Builds. Today we have a very fun video for you guys. Today we're gonna be, hopefully, crossing our fingers, we can start the car. We have everything ready and prepped out. You know, we just gotta do our final touches in the injectors and just turn the key and finally hear the car. It's been almost 2 years since this car's been sitting, not in our driveway, but you know, sitting in general, and the car has not started. So we're hoping we can get to hear it finally. And I hope you guys are excited just as we are to hear the car. We're going to be giving you guys a rundown on what we have done to the car. Unfortunately, I lost a lot of footage on previous videos, so I can't upload it all. So what we did was we're going to do a recap of everything we've done, and we're going to start from this point going on forward. So at the end of the video, I will try to attach some of the videos that we do have, but they will just be just random videos of things we were doing with the car, you know, working on it, stuff we still have. That way we don't scrap all the footage, and we still have it in the video. So let's go ahead and start on the rundown. The front suspension, we did install the lower transverse link. Get closer so they can see. Right here. So the suspension, and it's sitting a lot better now. As you can see, it sits up straight. We still need to do a couple more things, maybe install a new tie rod on it so we can get a better alignment. But I'm glad where that is sitting right now. We also started working on the injectors. I had a friend come over and help us, so I'll tag his information. I think he has a mechanic shop here in Dallas, so I'll tag his information so you guys can go to him if you need any mechanical needs. But what we did was we installed the injectors. We figured out where all the fuel lines went. And we kind of sorted everything out. All I got to do right now is tighten everything down and install a fuel line that goes to the fuel filter, purge the fuel lines so we don't get any trash in the system, and crank it up. I mean, that's all we're waiting for. We're hoping we can just crank the car up and start it. You know, we really want to hear it. I'm sure you guys do too. And that's where we're sitting right now. Oh, one more thing. We also went to go try to repair the wheels. So we sent them to a repair shop. All we were waiting for is, you know, any word from them so we can go pick them up. They're refurbished, so I'm hoping they look, you know, as close as brand new as possible. I really like those wheels, and hopefully we can get them pretty soon. That way when we start it, we can actually move the car and, you know, test drive it here and there. So I'm hoping we can get those soon. So that's where we're sitting at right now. Let's go ahead and get finish up the injectors and hopefully get the car started. So let's get to it. All right, guys, so what we're gonna be doing right now is I'm gonna be trying to remove the fuel filter and clean it up and install the fuel line to one of these bottom fittings. What we're also going to be doing is I also bought we're missing a spacer for the injectors, so we couldn't start it yet because we need the spacer to be able to hold the injectors in place. So we got that here, and we got everything we need to hopefully get it started. So what we're going to do is start on the fuel filter and get that sorted out, tighten down all the fuel lines, and then mess with the spacer on the fuel rail and give it a crank. So let's go ahead and get started on this, and hopefully we can hear it run today. All right, let's go. pretty clean. All right, guys, so what we just did was we purged the lines, make sure there's nothing caught up in the filter or anything. It looks to be pretty clean, and
Drink some?
I mean, it lets us know that the actual fuel pump is actually still good, so we're good there. All we gotta do is remove that fuel filter, remove some of that. I'll show you guys. There's like heat shrink tube material stuck to it, so I'm trying to get that cleaned out right before I put the fuel line on it, and then we'll crank it up. I also, if you guys didn't hear, I removed that air filter because it was destroyed. So I was making sure that there was no debris stuck inside the actual air filter from the crash that would get absorbed inside the turbo and fucking it up for us. So it looks good there. What we're gonna do is leave it on, leave it off, finish everything up, crank it up without it on, and see how the car sounds. Hopefully we can get it started today. I'm so excited for this, guys. If you guys can see it in my face, like I'm excited. I'm really am. Nah, I'm stoked. I really am. It's hard, like, you know how they show enthusiasm, and Goon Squad shows so much enthusiasm for the smallest things. Like this, I'm starting a fucking GTR over here, and I'm just like stoked. I don't know, but I am really happy. I'm excited for this. There's no debris inside the fuel lines or fuel filter, so we're good there. All we gotta do is finish up installing the fuel lines, and I'll show you guys the fuel filter, what I mean by cleaning it up. All right, guys, so I was trying to remove the the fuel filter, but the bottom hose for the fuel is very tight, so I don't want to mess with it too much. All I'm gonna do is do my best to clean this residue from the heat shrink tube they used. That way, when we put the new tube in there, it can you know, grab on properly and doesn't slip out, or any of this debris, you know, break inside the tube and it goes inside the injectors. You know, we want to avoid any of that. So what I'm gonna do right now is do my best to clean that, and then once I'm done there, we're gonna move on to put the spacers and hopefully start the car. We've only been here for like 2 hours already, but I think we're steadily moving nowhere. There we go. All right, let me show them. All right, guys, so this is what I was talking about. It looks like it's residue from the heat shrink they used. I needed just to get it, you know, just needed to remove it out of there. That way we have a clean surface to grip on. All right, guys, so we ended up getting some actual fuel line. The one that we were trying to use was the vacuum line, and it was in bad shape, so we ended up scrapping that. So what we're gonna use now is actual fuel line. What I ended up doing is putting inside the fitting, putting a clamp on it, clamping it on real good. Now we gotta put this side on the fuel filter, and tighten up the rest of the stuff. So let's get started so we can get this car started. All right, guys, now that we got the fuel line and the fuel filter set up, we're gonna go on and start installing the spacers for the injectors. We had to order one of them because for some reason we only had one, so we ordered another one, same size and everything. Yeah, and we also ordered the little washers that go on the spacers. Yeah. So let's go ahead and get these installed and let's keep trucking. right, we're good. We're all set. Ew. Turn it off. Oh man. Oh man, I can't even talk. Give me a moment. Oh man, I'm beyond. I'm so excited. I can't even talk, guys. We've had this car for over a year, and this is the first time we hear it run. You know, it was just money issues, or we just didn't have the time to get to it. But we finally, you know, got it started, and it's giving me the motivation to finally finish this car. Let's finish her up, guys. Probably till next year, but fuck, man. I'll put some wheels on it. I'm gonna go to car meets like that. I don't even care. Oh man. So what we're gonna do right now is we're gonna start it up again. There's no fuel leak anywhere that we can see. I do want to have a little acceleration. I want to see how it run here. You know, see how the exhaust sounds, and you know, hear it run a little more. God, man, I got goosebumps. I got goosebumps. If your car doesn't give you goosebumps when you start it, you got the wrong car. All right, let's do it again. All right, let's do it again. Whew.
Hold on. Okay, it's ready.
I'm gonna give it a good push of things. I'm gonna accelerate it a little. Jesus Christ. Oh man, it sounds so good. Oh man. But that's all we wanted to do today. We wanted to get it started, and we accomplished our mission. I'm beyond excited. I can't wait moving forward with this car. There's too much excitement, so I'm sorry for the way I talk right now, but I can't wait. Can't wait. Thank you for everyone who's been here since day one. I know I only have 2,000 subscribers, but for everybody that's watching it, I really appreciate you guys following us on the journey, and we'll see you next time.